Great pleasure. I welcome Nancy Nan Brasmer, the president of the board, California Alliance for Retired Americans. Good to have you on the show, Nan.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Well, folks, I'm tickled to learn about this organization. Now, this is the official state affiliate of the Alliance for Retired Americans, and that group got its start back in 2001. But more importantly, listeners, and I know you'll get a kick out of this, through its policy and advocacy, this organization espouses financial prudence and social and environmental justice. Now, I think that has a familiar ring to it, doesn't it, listeners? Well, Nan, let's jump right in. What is the California Alliance for Retired Americans?
Well, we call ourselves CARA.
CARA. Okay.
CARA translates to be face or love. And so we think of ourselves as the face of California seniors.
I'll be doggone. CARA.
And CARA is a lot easier to say all the time than California Alliance for Retired Americans. But we are an organization of organizations.
All right.
So rather than put together our affiliation with the Alliance for Retired Americans in California as lots of little chapters and then have to run around and recruit leadership and train them and keep track of them all in California, which would be basically impossible, we affiliate already existing groups. So because we're part of the AFL-CIO and in California, the California Labor Federation, we're kind of their retiree arm.
Okay.
We went to them first, and a lot of the labor unions actually, it was shocking to me, don't have organized retiree clubs or chapters, if you will.
Really?
They kind of let their retirees just disappear or slide away if they didn't stay active in the active union.
Oh, wow.
So they were very interested in finding their retirees because retirees, no matter what their background, have a tremendous amount to offer to improve America, if you will. So we went to the unions, and those that had retiree groups affiliated with us and became part of CARA. And then we wanted to stay very broad in our scope, so we also went to community-based groups. We have senior clubs, we have senior housing. It seems every senior housing place, whether it's a residential care place or just a senior-focused apartment complex, has a club or a group, that plans the activities and what have you. So we have a number of those groups that are affiliated with us. We have some faith-based senior groups. And then out of all of this, not all of our membership is in the senior population because a lot of the labor unions themselves affiliated.
Okay.
Not just their retiree arm. And a lot of the faith-based groups, they're church affiliated, not just their senior club. So of the 750,000 members we have in California, they aren't all seniors.
Wow.
But they all care about the things that we care about and the things that we work very hard for. And when they can, they take a day off and come with us and participate in the activities that we have.
Let's talk about what you care for. What is the primary goal of CARA, or are there multiple goals?
Oh, it's hard to choose. We have a number of goals, and we decided in the beginning we will be having our 4th annual convention in October.
Okay.
We are about 6 years old because we spent 2 years building before we chartered with the ARA. And so we agreed that we would not bite off more than we could chew.
Yes.
So our goals are very broad. They are to improve the life of seniors and their families. And then we built into that the focus of dealing with affordable housing and affordable and accessible medical care and the prescription drug issue and all of those things that really don't just impact seniors.
Oh, yeah.
We worked on and basically through the ARA, we sort of started on the Medicare Part D thing. And we were in Washington saying, no bill is better than a bad bill, and our opponents were in Washington saying, pass it and fix it. And the president standing up there saying, whatever this is what you get, don't talk to me about it again. And the pharmaceutical companies wrote it. So we got what we got, which was not a good thing.
I can understand
It helps
that.
some seniors, but the majority of seniors are not being helped by it. And the majority of us who take any kind of prescription drug are paying more, or our health insurance companies and supplemental plans are paying more than those drugs are worth by multiple hundreds of percent. It's just incredible. So we work on that. We worked on protecting Social Security because that's sort of a global issue as far as we're all concerned.
True.
Within the organization, we have a number of people in the community groups especially who were never union members, so they don't have the benefits that many union members do, where they retire. Union members may retire out with health benefits. Most of them still have them, but not all of them do, because of course that's the first thing to go.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of a dichotomy of what we have here, because you've got those folks that have really good benefits and they aren't going to go away, out there fighting for those that don't have any benefits that they want to help as well, and in the meantime protecting those others over here that have the benefits that are being threatened with the loss of those benefits. So the issues kind of intermingle, and then whatever we do and whatever we succeed at, whether it's the prescription drug issue or affordable housing or protecting health insurance programs, doesn't just only affect seniors.
I'd agree with that, Nan. And listeners, again, this is multiple goals that she is trying to address through this group, and I think affordable housing is an easy one for us all to relate to. It is difficult to find affordable housing in the California, and I would say in the San Francisco Bay Area in particular. But Nan, you come in from Manteca, and certainly it used to be there was affordable housing, and now there isn't.
That's right.
So again, listeners, they're trying to achieve multiple goals through this group, not just ones that pertain to seniors or retired Americans. It's things that affect the very daily lives that we lead. Now, what I think I'm hearing, though, Nan, is CARA is trying to achieve these through policy change?
Yes. In fact, I found out in my trip down this road, people actually graduate from college and university with a degree in policy and public policy. And I never thought about it. Yeah. I guess I thought policy just trickled down like Pixie does. But yes, that seems to be the easiest and most logical way to affect change, is to work on it from the policy end, and we do a lot of legislative work. We are apolitical. We are nonpartisan. We tend to be very progressive, and so when we do get involved in something, it seems to be more on one side than the other. As you got to make a decision, you got to make a choice, and our choice is as you say, for justice here, social justice especially, and so that always seems to fall on one side of the line that we have drawn in this country.
I think to some extent I can agree with you, Nan, but listeners, as you know, again, here at Cathedral Financial, we don't take sides on the political fence, because what I find is that everyone can agree financial prudence is essential. If you are not sustainable in a financial sense, you're not going to affect change with anyone. And social and environmental justice cuts across class lines and political lines. It is the right thing to do. Now, we may disagree on the details or how to achieve it, but I don't think anyone would disagree that you need to do right by your fellow man, and certainly you need to do right by the planet you live on. And the issues that CARA is addressing, and what we will tackle shortly with them, those are exactly what we're talking about. In the last few seconds before we take our break, how does CARA differ from AARP?
Well, we're not a health insurance company. We are made up of volunteers. Our funds come from grants that we have received from foundations that like our work and are interested in supporting it, and from our memberships. Wow.
Listeners, we'll be right back with Nan Brasmer. Again, the points that we're addressing: fiscal conservatism, social and environmental justice, those are the exact points that California Alliance for Retired Americans is talking about. Listen hard, and here come the issues. We'll be right back.